And you ladies do it each and every day. And then get nervous to ask for money for that. All right. I want to help you change the way you feel about that. All right. I want to help you change the fact that you get a little bit, funny about asking for more money for what you do. All right. Then step 4 is linking the need or value to the product. The product will solve the problem or the service. All right. We haven't yet done strategies, but you can use strategies if you elicit them. And this is one of the keys. Repeat the client's value and keywords. I've said before, you could sell me anything if it's fucking awesome. You offer a VIP system for your fucking awesome product, and I am there with my credit card in my hand, basically splashing my cash at you. It's just the way I operate. I'm very grateful I've figured out that that's how I operate, because it makes buying stuff way easier. Because I just know that that's my buying strategy. So if you're paying attention to the client's value and the keywords, you can absolutely have them ready to go, linking the need to the value. What's step 5? Close. Ask for the order, assume the sale. I can tell you if they're phoning your osteo clinic, they're not interested in just having a chat. Some of them will have questions that need answered before they book, but I guarantee you they're not just having a chat. No one just randomly looks up an osteopath to have a little chin wag on a Wednesday. They need to know that you are the solution to their problem. They need to know there's an answer to their problem, and they need their hand held through that process to book the solution in. And I'm not just talking about the initial consultation. I'm talking about the management strategy that comes after that. There is absolutely no reason why you can't have that client booked in to a few sessions already planned from that initial phone call. Now, I know not everyone does it that way, but you at least need to get them in the door so you can show how amazing you are at what you do and then set out the plan. So that way that client feels special, heard, seen, and managed. They need to feel like they've been managed. Not just given a see how you go and book when you need. Right? Now, in the book, there's a few different ways of closing: assuming the sale, the order, blank close, alternate question, and the sharp angle close. There's a lot of the NLP sales process that I'm not exactly in agreement with, because this is where some people would consider NLP manipulative. All right, by utilizing language to what could be seen as manipulative. I'm all about service. And I know I can handle any objection fairly and reasonably without it being manipulative. All right. So rather than worrying about the type of close, I personally prefer the double bind. Quite simple. Would you like Tuesday at 4 o'clock or Thursday at 6 o'clock? Or whatever you have on your calendar to offer. Like I say, if someone is if someone is phoning you or inquiring on your Instagram or however they're connecting with you, because, you know, modern day, they don't all phone, they are wanting a solution. They are wanting you to solve their problem and for them to stop wasting time looking around for other people when you can handle it. So a form of close is easily, here's the booking link. I look forward to seeing you. Because then they get to choose their own time. You don't have to be the reception style where do you want Tuesday at 2 and Thursday at 4 unless you are physically speaking to them. If you are speaking to them, get them booked in. Then they get off the phone going, oh, good, someone's taking care of it. They need to feel important. They need to feel managed. And Emma, you've got a question there. Do you ask how much a solution is worth to them? Yeah. I may not ask it quite in that language. When we get to coaching, oh yeah, definitely. In an osteo setting, it can be more of a, you know, how long have you had this problem? And therefore, how can I help be the solution? All right. These days, like for my osteo world, everything is done online. I have my website be my sales point with little frequently asked questions and things like that already on the website. So there's a no-brainer. Here's what I work with, book here. And the book here button is in your face because I don't want anyone to have to figure out how to book here. It's right there, book here, book here, book here, book here. All right. I need to make it accessible and easy. Especially if you are in a location where there might be quite a few osteos to choose from. Do not allow them to go somewhere else because your system is hard to manage. Make it so damn easy for them that Grandma Betty at 80 years old can still figure it out. All right. My mum can use my booking system, so I know it's user-friendly. All right. Occasionally she still phones me on how to send an email. So I know that when my booking system is easy and she can figure it out, that's how easy it is because I do use Clinico. All right. And my website has the book here button, so damn obvious in big bold print for blind Betty to see it. And then it goes straight to Clinico. Easy, user-friendly. All right. I don't even offer a phone number anymore. If they've come to my website, they can hit the book now button. Why have 5,000 questions if I don't need to? My website is very user-friendly. It assumes the sale. All right. When we get to coaching, I will talk far more in detail about the way we utilize the 5-step sales process for coaching specifically, because it'll have a slightly different mindset attached. You do take people into their stuff because that is finding the need, and then you become the solution. All right. But from a generalized setting, when it comes to the sales process, especially for osteo, it should be so no-brainer. All right. Your website should be your business card, your frequently asked questions. It should be your receptionist. All right. And if you haven't updated your website in the last, 10 years or anything like that to make it super user-friendly with a really good frequently asked questions section, or your socials don't have like a QR code to send it straight to the booking system or something like that, they're the type of things you can implement to make the sales process no-brainer. In osteo world, I personally have not found that much of a need to handle objections. If they're looking for an osteo, they're looking for an osteo. All right. When we get to coaching specifically, then we'll talk about the type of objections you may get when it comes to selling coaching programs because they are higher ticket. All right. Osteo is quite simple in that context, that if people are in pain, they're looking for an osteo, they'll book in. But what I would say about all of this sales process is you do not need to justify your charges, what you charge. And I know that Jilly's a massive advocate for you putting your prices up on a regular basis and making sure they are reasonable price. All right. My big take on all of that is be careful that you're not the cheap person. If you were to go get a breast enlargement or augmentation or reconstruction, would you go to the £500 doctor, or would you go to the £20,000 surgeon? By price alone, you've already made your decision. Without me talking about qualifications, testimonials, outcomes. But just by price alone, whenever I've asked this question for the last 9 years, I'm yet to find someone that will go to the £500 doctor to go get their ladies done. I'd be curious if I get someone who actually says that, because I'd be curious to know, the thought process behind it. It'd be fun to have a conversation. But just by price alone, I'm yet to find someone that will go to the £500 doctor. And that's all I've given you. Because for majority of people, it sounds too cheap. It sounds backyard alley, dirty. Ugh, oh my God, I'm going to end up on botched. So be mindful that if your prices for your services are too cheap, patients may be thinking you're that doctor. And that's just by price perception alone.